Hello and welcome to this yoga class with me. I'm Jess. Who I am in some way is in the caption below the video, so either my Instagram or my website if you want to know more or ask more. I also have an introduction to yoga video which is on this channel, on the Sports Center channel. You just need to scroll down. Just 5 minutes where if you're completely new to yoga, then I just talk a little bit about what yoga is and also how to configure these classes with me or with anyone else to best suit you. The other piece of housekeeping is that I'm recovering from an injury, my left leg. That's why I have this cushion, Frida. And I'm also wearing an ankle weight on one leg today. So that's what's happening here. It doesn't affect very much what I'm going to teach in the class. There'll just be points where I will do a pose slightly differently to the way that I want you to do it. And I will always be as clear as I can be when that's happening so that you know not to copy me, because I don't want you to compromise yourself because I'm making compromises of my own. All right. You are settling into your space and or on your mat. So a Sukhasana is where we're going to start, an easy seated pose. That does not need to be cross-legged. Cross-legged does not work for everybody. I will say this until I'm blue in the face. There's nothing wrong with you if you can't sit cross-legged. You need to find the Sukhasana that works for you. So you could just stick your legs straight out in front of you. You could put something underneath your bum, lift your hips up really high, and that will help a lot if you struggle with cross-legged. You could sit on your heels, so a low kneeling position. What you need to find is a neutral spine, so you're not squeezing yourself upright. Those shoulders are dropped down, and at this point the belly is relaxed. Your shoulders are above your hips, so you're not leaning forwards, you're not curling over. You can rest your hands somewhere, whether that's your knees, your thighs, your lap, that's up to you. Closing your eyes and breathing through your nose if you can. Doesn't matter if you can't. The important thing is that we start to steady our breath. Now, as we focus here on the breath, we just check in and see if we can bring the inhale to the same length and the same depth as the exhale. If we can cultivate a good, firm foundation for the physical movement that we're going to do here. The breath has to be a base on which you can trust and work from. Something that you can always come back to when everything feels a bit much. And that's not just in a yoga class, that is throughout life. Anything starts to feel a bit overwhelming. If you cultivate awareness of the breath, then you can just slip back into that for a minute or so. Just think about the inhale, feel the exhale, and bring some space and some stillness where there might not have been any before. I teach all of my classes with some literature, so I'm going to talk about that now. You can pay attention or you can ignore me and just sit and breathe. It is completely up to you. I will not lie to you. The book for this class is not the most cheerful, but that doesn't mean that there aren't positive, uplifting things we can take from it. So for this class, I am using Elsa Morante's huge tome of a book, History. That's what we call it in English. In Italian, it's La Storia, which can mean both history and the story. And some of that ambiguity is lost in our English translation, and the ambiguity is necessary for the novel because each section is prefaced by a summary of real global events for that year. So it covers 1941 to 1947. So we go from the truly macro as it can be, and we slip into the micro, into this tiny family's world in war-torn Rome and post-war, war-torn Rome. In this novel, history is a force with a power that is a capital P power. And it seems to drag inexorably along with nobody really powering it but that, leaving nothing but victimhood in its wake. And there is something freeing about how impersonal Morante makes power in this book. And that's reflected by the reception of the book, where neither the right nor the left, the political spectrum, could agree on who might have ownership of it. Some members of the left vehemently rejected the book, and some of them embraced it as a sort of Marxist manifesto, and something similar happened on the right. And because this book is free from those kind of frameworks, it allows the space to reflect on where and in who we put our trust, and what and how we support movements and causes. I think it can give us bravery in acknowledging and examining with clear eyes those motivations, what we support, who we support. A merrier baby than he had never been seen. Everything he glimpsed around him roused his interest and stirred him to joy. He looked with delight at the threads of rain outside the window, as if they were confetti and multicolored streamers. And if, as happens, the sunlight reached the ceiling indirectly and cast the shadows of the street's morning bustle, he would stare at it fascinated, refusing to abandon it, as if he were watching an extraordinary display of Chinese acrobats, given especially for him. You would have said, to tell the truth from his laughter, from the constant brightening of his little face, that he didn't see things only in their usual aspects, but as multiple images of other things, varying to infinity. Otherwise, there was no explaining why the wretched, monotonous scene the house offered every day could afford him such diverse, inexhaustible amusement. Three more breaths here. Blinking your eyes open when you're ready. Just release both of your legs out in front of you if they weren't already out there. Just for a beat, take a breath, and then you are going to pull your left foot in towards your right inner thigh. You might need to pull it up high. I actually can't pull mine all the way up, so if you can pull your foot more close into the right thigh than I can, then please do. And then you're turning your chest towards your right toes. You're sitting tall, and on an exhalation, you are folding over towards that right leg. Don't need to worry about how close to the leg you come. Just keep the chest long. Don't worry about having the hands on the feet. It's not that important. Janu Shashasana, 2 more breaths. Inhale, sitting yourself upright. Now pick up that left foot and cross it over the right leg now, and see if you can tuck that left foot close up to the side of the right hand side of the hip and of the right hand side of the seat. You're trying to squeeze those thighs together and see if you can get your kneecaps to be roughly above each other. Still sitting tall, just drop your hands to the mat. And on an exhale, see if you can fold slightly forwards towards that left thigh. You can use some pressure in the fingertips to help you, or you don't need to press yourself very low at all. One more breath here. Inhale, sitting yourself up. If you can, on the exhale, you're going to swing the right foot in too, but you may find that's not possible for you. That's absolutely fine. We want to be able to keep both sit bones down. And if by bringing the bottom foot in, you find that this is happening, then keep the bottom leg straightened out. And when you're settled, you're going to lift the right arm up and just drop it in between your shoulders, taking the left hand up to that right elbow and draw it across. Last breath. Exhale, let both arms down and let both legs down. Just give them a little shake from side to side. And then you're going to take that right foot over the top of the left leg. See if you can squeeze the right foot up by the left-hand side of the seat and maybe swing the left foot in. Again, if it means you're sitting very twisted, like I am now, then you're going to keep your left leg straight out in front of you. So we're trying again to squeeze those thighs together, kneecaps above each other. And when you're ready, inhale the left hand up, hand in between the shoulder blades. Take the right hand up to the elbow, draw it across. One more breath. Exhale, dropping those hands down and releasing the tucked in foot if it's not already. Hands down, sit tall. And on an exhale, see if you can fold towards the right thigh slightly. One more breath. Inhale, sitting yourself upright. As you exhale, release that right foot, swing it around and see if you can tuck it into the inner left thigh. Sit tall as you turn your chest towards the left toes, sitting up. And on an exhale, folding over that left leg for your Janya Shashasana on this side. Steady breaths. Last one. Inhale, sitting yourself upright. As you exhale, release that right leg out. Open the legs out so that you're in a straddle position. Doesn't need to be really, really far out. And inhale, lifting the arms up. We're going to move with our breath. And we're going to keep this controlled by holding in the core. Keep your pelvic floor lifted as well. On your next exhalation, fold over towards the left leg, but don't rest down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, over towards the right leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, folding as far forwards as possible. Keep the arms up. Inhale, up. One more time. Exhale over the left leg. Inhale up. Exhale over the right leg. Inhale up. Exhale forwards. Inhale up. Good. Exhale, drop those hands down. Either cross the ankles over and push yourself forwards into all fours, or swing your legs around to come into all fours. And when we're all here, inhale, tuck those toes, and on an exhale, lifting up and back into your downward dog, your Adho Mukha Svanasana. So you want to spread those fingers so that each joint of each finger is pressing firmly into the mat. You're pressing your chest back towards your feet. You're looking towards your feet or your knees. You're feeling how this movement is making the body feel really long and extended, and the sit bones tip up and back. And then you drop down the back of the legs to squeeze the heels towards the mat. You're not worried about how close to the mat the heels are. That's just the direction they're going in. One more breath. Inhale, walking your feet towards your hands. Leave them hip width apart and exhale in a forward fold, an Uttanasana. Keeping those feet hip width, so don't bring them together yet. And you can bend your legs as much as you like. What's important here is that we keep our weight forward. So we press into the balls of the feet. We have our weight out of the heels. The head is heavy and the arms are heavy. 2 more breaths. Next inhalation, gently roll yourself upright. You can really soften the knees for this. Shoulders rolling back. Chin lifting, moving to the front of your mats if you're not already there. Feet together now for our Surya Namaskar. I'm going to keep my legs slightly bent while doing this. You can if you want, but you don't have to. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, get the right foot back, then the left. Drop the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale in a cobra, so belly down, upper chest up, elbows back. Exhale, rolling your way back, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look towards your hands. Right foot's going to step in, then the left. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forwards. Inhale, prepare, so fingertips or higher. Exhale, left foot back, then the right. Knees, chest, chin, coming down. Inhaling in your back bend. Exhale, rolling up and back, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forwards, left foot stepping in, then the right. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, get those feet back and then lowering down either knees, chest, chin or chaturanga if you're familiar. Inhaling either cobra or upward facing dog if you know it. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog, 3 breaths here. And on your next inhalation, bend those knees, look towards your hands, stepping the feet in. Exhale as you fold. And inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands down. Good. First variation. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, get your feet back. Lower yourselves down. Either way, it's up to you. Inhaling in your back bend. Exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Your left leg is strong and straight. Inhale the arms up. So your left leg is straighter than mine, reaching high, bending into that right leg. Let's have another breath here. And on your next inhalation, bring the palms down towards the chest. And as you exhale, keeping upright, twist towards the right. Got to squeeze in the core to do this. The next inhalation, take yourself back to the front. Inhale. Now as you exhale, you can drop the left elbow outside the right knee. Press the palms together now as you twist. Maybe looking up and back. One more breath. Inhale, lift yourself back into the center. Good. Exhale, drop that left hand down and inhale the right arm up. So you're still twisting into that front leg. You can look up at that right thumb, but if that feels pinched in the neck, look sideways. One more breath. Now as you exhale, let the outside of the left foot drop down. You might need to wiggle your right foot further down the mat and see if you can lower the left hip to the mat. My right foot's escaping me. Reaching your right hand back towards your left leg. Your left leg is straight. And on an inhale, push into the left hand and the right foot. Lift the hips up again and just reach that right arm over. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, waving over. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it here. And then as you next exhale, swing the hand down, lift onto the ball of the left foot and step back into a downward dog. Have a breath. Ready to inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot through, strong straight right leg. Inhale, lifting yourself into your lunge on this side. Push firmly into that right heel. Bend into that left leg, reach high. Inhale, bring those palms down in front of the chest. And as you exhale, you're twisting towards the left. Really squeeze up and in the belly to maintain the twist and to hold it. Last breath. Inhale, gaze front again. Exhale, right elbow outside the left knee. Now press those palms together as you twist, maybe looking up and back. One more breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, right hand's coming down to the mat inside the left foot. Inhale the left arm up. Maybe you look up, maybe you look sideways. Keep that back leg strong. One more breath in this twist. Now as you exhale, you're going to let the outside of the right foot drop down. So the right hip starts to sink towards the mat. The left hand reaches back as though you're reaching for your right foot. And ready on an inhale. Lift those hips up. Wing that left arm over. Exhale down. Inhale up and over. Exhale down. And again. Inhale up and over. Hold it here for a split second. Then swinging the hand down. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Step back into a downward dog. Good. Inhale, bend those knees, look towards your hands, stepping your feet in. Exhale as you fold. And inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands down, well done. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, get your feet back, lower down. Inhaling in your back bends. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, stepping the foot through. Swing the left heel on the mat, look forwards. Inhale, standing up in one nice smooth movement into your warrior one. Your left leg is straight. Bending into the right leg, hips are square forwards. Left heel is down on the mat. Arms reach up, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. For another breath here, I'm just going to turn around. There's a reason, I promise. Now on your next inhalation, push the weight off the left leg, bring it into the right. Exhale, you're going to hinge your way into your warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. So you're trying to keep your hips even. If balancing is tricky, which it definitely is with one ankle weight, bring your hands back by your hips. Last breath here. Inhale, you're going to swing yourself up and through. As you do that, lift the arms, pull the left knee in towards the chest. I was actually facing the wrong way. Exhale, take your right hand to your left knee or to your left foot. If you're holding the foot, push it away. Everybody, as they next exhale, is going to reach the left hand behind them and see if you can turn your gaze to the side. You can do this holding the foot or the knee. It is completely fine. You're still twisting, and that's the purpose. If you like, you can challenge your balance and see if you can look back over the left thumb. Last breath. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, let go of that leg, swing it through, drop your hands, and just step into a downward dog. Have a breath there. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot through, right heel down, inhale, gaze forward, sweeping up. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. It helps to have both feet flat on the mat before you try and stand in a Warrior 1. Hips square forwards, pushing into that back heel, bending into that front knee, reaching high. Last breath here. Ready on your next inhale to push off that back foot. Weight is coming into the left leg, hips are square. Hinge your way into your warrior 3. So you're looking for the body and the leg to be roughly parallel to the mat. Don't really worry about the height of the back leg. Just try to keep it strong, don't forget about it. Your standing leg is straight if you can. Last breath here. And as you inhale, swing that leg through so you don't actually touch the right foot to the floor. You're bringing it up, arms reach up, knee squeezes in. And then you're either taking your left hand to your right knee or to your foot. If you're holding the foot, sorry, I'm very wobbly on this side, you're going to push it away. And everyone on an exhale is going to reach that right arm behind them and then see if you can turn your gaze to the side. When moving your gaze focus, do it slowly. Do not worry if you wobble and fall. It's not a problem. Last breath. Like that. Inhale, gaze forwards. Let go of the foot or the knee, swinging it through. Drop the hands, stepping back into a downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look towards your hands, stepping or floating feet in. Exhale as you fold. And inhale, sweeping your way up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, get your feet back. Lower yourself down. Inhaling in your back bend. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward dog. Inhale there. Exhale, drop your knees. You can either cross your ankles behind you and push back, or you can sit to the side and swing your legs around. When you're ready, open them out into your straddle position. Inhale the arms up. Remember, we're holding in the core for the whole way through this. On an exhale, turn towards the left foot, fold over. Inhale, lift. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale forwards. Inhale, lift. And again, exhale left. Inhale, lift. Exhale right. Inhale, lift. Exhale forwards. One more. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale left. You can drop the hands now, so you might either just put your hands down or your forearms down. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, sitting yourself upright. Bring those feet together. And as you exhale, you're going to roll yourself down on your back. You might find that you're not in the right place on the mat, so always feel free to shift yourself around. If you have space lying down here, you're going to reach your arms straight out to the side, so your hands are level with your shoulders, palms down. If you don't have space, that's absolutely fine. Bend your arms, keep your elbows level with your shoulders, and just have the palms up, so the hands up by the head or above the head. Bringing both knees up and towards your chest. We're going to do some tick-tock twists to finish. So we twist with our breath. So just like when we were doing our straddle folds, we need to keep engaged in the belly all the time in this. It makes the twist safer and stronger. On your next exhalation, drop both of your knees towards the left-hand side of your body. And inhale, squeeze them back up into the center. Exhale, drop them both to the right-hand side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. One more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale them up into the middle. Exhale, drop your feet down onto the mat. Bring your arms down by your sides, and you're making your way into your Shavasana now, your resting pose. So maybe you're happy just with the feet flat on the mat and the knees knocked together. Maybe you prefer lying flat on your back, in which case extend the legs away. The most important thing is that you can relax. Whatever position you've chosen, you need to be able to let go in it. Let go of effort, let go of tension, and just give yourselves a minute here to rest. Let your breath be soft and steady. Let yourself absorb the efforts you've just made. For anyone who recognizes Christ as he passes, the season is always right. Because Christ isn't going to descend from the stars or from a past and future God knows where. He's here now inside us. This is no news, it's well known, shouted to the four winds. that there's a Christ inside each one of us. So what's needed then for the total revolution? Nothing. An elementary movement, 2 seconds, like laughing or stretching when you first wake up. It would be enough to recognize the Christ in everybody. Start to take some deeper breaths. Let the inhale fill the whole body. Let the exhale soften as it leaves. Bring some movement into fingers and toes. Just a flick or a wiggle is fine. And when you're ready, you're going to roll over onto your right-hand side and take a moment there. Moving slowly, keeping your eyes closed if you can, you're going to push yourself upright and make your way back into a Sukhasana, into an easy seated pose. This novel is hundreds and hundreds of pages of a reminder that, a very firm reminder, that when making decisions, any decisions, small or large, we should reflect on where the impetus for that decision is coming from and how much of a desire for power of any kind, of any magnitude, it represents. How much of a desire for power is the driving force and what direction that force is driving in. I will leave you with the last quotation for the class from History by Elsa Morante. But anyone happening past at that moment in the tent of trees would have seen only a carefree, dark-haired little boy with blue eyes, looking into the air and laughing at nothing. Blinking your eyes open if they're not already. Thank you so much for being here with me today, doing this class. I hope that you'll do another class with me, either one in the future or one that's already available on the Sports Centre's channel. Again, there are ways to contact me. My website or my Instagram will be in the caption, or you can contact the Sports Centre if you have any questions at all. And I will see you, hopefully, in another class soon.